Right. Forgot about that. Yep. Double muted. Forgot about that. Oh right. We can get the sounds now. This I don't know what's happening. So maybe what I'll do is just get like a nice shot of A, and I'm gonna mute the game again, and I'm just gonna get the music back going. What music should we do? Something nice and calm. Let's see. What's something that's nice? What's this one sound like? Nah, what about this one? No. See, this is the problem. I got a bunch of, like, lo-fi songs. This is the intermission song. You know what? We're gonna just have September, but it's the Wii menu on repeat. I'm just gonna lower it down more. I mean, of course, this is partially what took so long. I was trying to get this set up. The other thing, if you notice, there's no labels on anything. There's no names, there's no recent followers, there's no social it's all not there. Let me lower this down. What's a good volume? Is this good? I feel like, is this gonna be it's not too loud? I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be too loud. I'm gonna see... Yeah, everything's just broken. I have no idea why. For some reason, it's not fetching what it needs to fetch. So I don't think I can do anything about the recent followers. I don't think that's something that I can do. It's connected on Twitch. Connected on Twitch. I can manually input some of this stuff. But it should be doing it automatically. So, the alerts are still good. That's something important to say. The alerts will still work. All of the follow alerts, all the host alerts, the raid alerts, all that stuff, the tip alerts, those will all still go through. The only thing that's broken are the social promos and like the name tags. So there isn't going to be any scroll through the latest followers because I can't manually input that. That's something that Gamecaster has to fetch from Twitch, and I can't do that. But what I can do is manually input all of the stuff for the socials. That is something that I can do. And I might as well leave them in automatically. These might be manual. It makes more sense. But it was nice that it was just like doing it for me. The other thing is... So, Yeah. It's just that this stuff isn't going through, and I don't think the follower bar is working either. The like the follower goal thing, I don't think that's working right now. But I'm gonna do that right here in the beginning before we get into anything. It really sucks that I can't get like the recent followers, and I can't get like the scroll alerts to go through. That's too bad. But I can, yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be working, but it's just not. It worked last night when any of you, I don't know if it's still up. I probably didn't, I might have unpublished it, I don't know. I had a test stream that if you saw it, if you stuck around after the stream, you would have seen I did a brief stream just testing out the alerts, and I got it to work there by logging in and logging out of Twitch, but it didn't work this time. I think this is also going to cut off my name. But at least I want to have my name on stuff, or else it just looks weird. It's just a bunch of blank spaces. Okay, so I fixed the intermission one. I don't know how that looks. We're gonna test this out right on stream. Pause the music. What? Okay, no, it works. Okay, go back. I think I've fixed most of what I can fix on my end. Do I have any? Yeah, the only one I have here is the username here. So, I'm just gonna fix this last one, and then we can start your regularly scheduled content. Because as we all know, this is not content. This is me. I mean, this is pretty standard for the content we get around here, though. Okay, so now we can get rid of the music. So sad, I know. And we can unmute Genshin. Cool. Now we can get back into Genshin. I hope we don't get lag either. Because, where are we? Oh, we're in Luwang Hill. I specifically ordered just so we wouldn't have lag. That looks like we're okay for now. What happened? What happened to the mic? Why is it... I'll never understand why the mic suddenly goes like all Transformer. So what are we doing? I was thinking, obviously, if we look at the banner, Kokomi isn't out yet. If you're on the Asia servers, 3 hours. So this stream will actually end before we will get to Kokomi. So I'm gonna see if I can scramble up enough. Maybe I think I can squeeze in one more pull. Just in case, see if I can get another constellation. Hopefully constellations for Sara, honestly. I mean, I kind of use Raiden as a DPS, but I don't need constellations on here. So, we have some commissions. I don't think we got any good ones. Did we get any? Did we? No, cliffhanger. Nope. The one achievement-based commission I've already gotten in Liyue. So, I figure content's kind of dead, right? What do we do? Grind rest and fight bosses. I still have a bunch of hangouts that I've never done. We are lagging. You can't do that. Is this no honor among thieves? It is no honor. Okay, we're gonna get Venti out here then. Because, CC is a joke.
待たせちゃった?
Just go E, and then Q, and then... Wow, there go all the problems. Unless, of course, they're too far away. Now we just run around and hope I don't get hit. While I wait for his ult to come back up. And we just press E again. Wow. Look at this content. Look at this thrilling gameplay. So glad I got Venti. He makes commissions like these just that much quicker. But yeah, that really the majority of part of it was I got started late. I had a late lunch, so that kind of delayed the stream. But the other part was I was like, oh no, the alerts aren't working again, so I gotta see if I can figure that out. And it was either I spend more time trying to figure it out and probably not figure it out and cancel the stream, or we just deal with the fact that we'd have no like, I don't know what they're called actually. What would you call these? The tip bar? I like the tip bars, the follow bars. What are those called? They're not really alerts, because the alerts do work. And I know the alerts work. Is that gonna pick up fire? No. Okay. Nice. Where are they coming from this time? Didn't I get this one exact one yesterday? I think I did. Maybe it was just a similar enemy wave. Yeah, it was either I wait and delay the stream even more and probably not get an answer, or we just have a scuffed stream and it's on time. So we're not going to see the follower roll, which is unfortunate. Is this up? But defeat the Fatui agent. Oh, I see you. Give me those energy. Quick. Get stuck in the... Yeah, that's what I thought. Not quite enough, but... This should be close. Yeah, there we go. Good ol' Venti. Is that the commission? Oh, I guess it was. And then this one. Cliffhanger. We've got to go run around and collect notes. I wonder if I can use some of the notes I already have. Because I've gotten several of these, since you get multiples and you can only turn in so many. So you end up with more than you can turn in. We're really getting a lot of hitches. Not sure what that's about. Don't really want to restart, because we've been going so long, but... Let's see. Let's get rid of all this stuff. And I'm gonna boost Genshin. Because we seem to be doing fine. Oh, or not. We're still getting the GPU spike. close some of this too. Oh, interesting. That's a problem. My scroll wheel no longer works. There we go. Okay. Cool. I think we're still gonna get pickups. But it's either that or I restart the stream. Now it's getting pretty bad. The story session. Yep. You want us to... Oh, I feel like this is different. Oh. You can't ever get... I don't think you can ever get a good ending on this commission. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look this up actually. Because I feel like I've never gotten... I feel like I get the same ending no matter what I do. I feel like it doesn't really matter what you... who you talk to or who you give it to. I think I've gotten both of these achievements. This should be in Wonders of the World. Lend Your Ears and Once Upon a Time. I think I've got both of those. What a fun time scrolling through achievements. Unless I missed it. I assume it's in Wonders of the World. Yeah, because this is the... What else would it even be in? Wonders of the World. Overlooking... I'm gonna have to go through this again, don't I? Cecilia Guardian, Quick as Lightning, Quest Clear, Crest Failed, Glacial Snow, Untellable Tale, Wrath of the Gods, Deja Vu, Why We Fight, Mermaid's Tale. Once Upon a Time when Friends Travelers Lend Me Your Ears. I've definitely gotten both of those. I'd be shocked if I haven't. New Storm, Farewell Archaic Lord, Icing the Slime, Level Up, Guess Who, Silence You Raving Lunatic, Ready Fight, Aspirations of All, Euthymia, Swordfish, Duel with Three... Oh, I guess I don't have it. Let me check. There's no way I haven't gotten this. There's absolutely no way I've never gotten... Oh, Stone Harbor Series 1. That makes more sense. Looking in the wrong spot. That's interesting. Why is it in there? Finish listening to the Tale of Raining Blades. Okay, so I need both parts. I guess I haven't gotten that one. I need both parts of Raining Blades. I have Raining Blades 1. Or 2. So I need to get Raining Blades 1. Okay. So I need to look for Gentry Makai. He's gonna be at the pavilion, okay. I should probably navigate on this. Who is it gonna give me this time? It's not gonna give me him, is it? And air. Wrath of Haishin, yep. This might be why I've never gotten RNG on RNG. 3 different people. 2 different people you can talk to, but 3 different possibilities. We don't look like Gentry. Okay. Nope. Ringo. Yep. So what did we get this one? Is this Ring of Blades 2? And yeah, I can't for the life of me seem to get Ring of Raining Blades 1, but I guess we'll give him 2. Because we have so many of them, we might as well. I guess that's what we'll do. Also, we don't seem to be lagging as much. Seems like just had to let everything sort itself out. Yeah. So what do I have here? I have Rash of Haishin and I have Ring of Raining Blades. Well, I'll give him this one, just to see. Yep. I'm just gonna skip through this. Yep, I guess we'll wait another day to... I guess we'll wait until we get Ring of Raining Blades 1. How much time do we have here? 3 hours and 30 minutes? That's plenty of time. So much time, in fact, that I would say... Tadara Tales. Time to do Xavier's fetch quest. We have time to do hangouts. I don't know, I know I did Noel's, and I think I might have done one of Diona's. But I'm excited to do Chong Yun's, because something about like popsicles or like ice cream or something. And I wanna... I don't even know how Bennett's is gonna go. Fortunately, I remember these specifications. We're gonna purify the energy then. As much as I'd love to get in there and wrap this up and not ask so rashly when faced with the Tatarigami. Moreover, some of the blah 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 blah. Questionable reliability. Okay. So it works fine in theory in perfect conditions. Nice. But any problems? What am I gonna do this time? Is it placing more beacons? Take a picture. Use the photo taking picture. Let's switch over to the other team. Actually, no. Let's just swap in Barbara. Actually, I can just replace you with Eula. She should be able to... She should do fine on her own, right? That's why she's Eula. Alright, Babs, let's go. Let's head for this one down here first. We need to use the picture taking feature. And then once this clears up, I can do this time challenge, because I'm definitely not doing it while this stuff is up. So... It really annoys me that you have to use the camera, but I guess it's because of the angle.
Music.
Ah. Nice. What's this? Enigmatic page. Guess it was good I came down here. Naku weed. See, this is what I'm talking about.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。ここだよ。
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought I was switched over to Kasaha.
決闘せよ。
Let's get some ice infused in there.
粉々よ。
See if I can brute force.
決闘せよ。一緒に遊ぼう。目には目を。
Well, this guy's done. And then, what are you? You're water, right? You're a water mirror maiden? Then I can use this to freeze you. Let's see. Swirl. Swirl's OP, right? Yeah. Now, if this had been that one from the other day with multiple other enemies there, it would not have gone as smoothly. But it's only 2 of them, so we can just brute force through it. Grab this while we're at it. Gotta get those iron. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I signed up for. Whoa, how did I get up here? What was that? Some would say this might even be alt-worthy. And you know what? I agree. This is alt-worthy. This is worth my alt. Especially when I'm fighting the Veil Thunder at the same time. You know what? Let's even get this going. I think I have 2 oh, I only had 1 stack. I thought I had 2 there. Frozen. Didn't really freeze there, but it's okay. And then, Barbara. Getting caught up on everything. Why don't you run around a little bit? You need the health. This is why I switched over from the Luke. I would be dead several times over. Rather aged notes. Nozuma died that night, I dare say, while Sir Katsuragi may have committed the goodness of his heart. Cool. Not what I care about, though. Man, this place it really is annoying without a high level Electrograna. Not to mention getting stuck on this thing. All I want to do is get up here and there. Is that too much to ask for? All for a silver sword. Oh, goes up. Interesting. We need to take a picture of this too, right? Is this what it said? Isn't this where it said to do it? Hello? Oh, over here. Alright, Barbara. I don't know what we're facing. Oh, that thing. Nice. At least that was actually engaging. That was nice. It wasn't like the other ones where it was just like, oh, I need these items, please give them to me. Let's get this going on, Venti. Yes, I have scouted. I have these 2 wonderful pictures for you. Quite stable, okay. Interesting. You can just find the highest concentration and the whole thing will just restart. Very interesting. And we even healed during that. Nice. So that's done. So, I mean, I know why Luke was on here originally, because this is the exploration party for Dragon Spawn, and Luke is tall, and he has better, bunny hopping abilities than Eula, because of his character model. Now, that's done, so... Ooh, I didn't really like directly hit the mic, but I kinda hit the mic there. Right? Oh, I haven't even done Diona's. Oh. Right, I did both of Noelle's. I did Barbara's off-screen. And I haven't done Chongyun or Bennett. Let's do Chongyun. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Signs of Evil. And you know what? I like having Traveler. Usually, I mean, I'm not going to do it. But just in case we fight things. Even though I could probably... The Hangouts, I could probably solo everything with... Yulu. Yulu? Eula in the Hangouts. I usually like using Traveler just so it's not so jarring, switching between. Because you get force imposed. But before that, we've teleported over here. Let me go to this screen. I think this music is significantly louder than my voice. If I remember correctly. But, let's see. Can I hide the... That hide the... Yeah, that will. Cool. Cool. I'm just gonna quit out Genshin. Oops. Not that fast. But you understand. Now I gotta log back in. I'm gonna change the language over to English because I like doing the Hangouts in English. It helps me... I don't know. I get more engaged if the Hangout is in English, because if I'm just reading, especially for streams, because if I'm just reading it, if it's in Japanese, I'm just gonna read the text, and I'm gonna get bored, because I'm gonna read it faster than they're gonna say it. And it's hard for timing on the stream, because I want to make it visible the entire time. So I'm gonna switch over to English voiceover. So I've just done that, and now I've got to restart the game. Hopefully that all goes through, and we should be all good. Although I guess I can go back to the game. Oh yeah, it'll be fully loaded in now. Let's... That just cut off my mic? It did. Well, that's one thing I don't like. Nice. Now we're back in English. So we've got English Eula now. What does Chongyun sound like? Excuse me. Bit of a... I don't know, I spent a part of the reason why time got away from me this morning is because I spent a lot of time recording something. Or trying to record something. What does he sound like?
My name is Chongyun. My family has practiced the art of exorcism in Liyue for many generations. Fate has been generous in allowing my path to cross with that of your distinguished self. Oh, no, my services are free of charge.
Now, I do believe I know a little bit about Chongyun. He's something about... Oh, there it is. I didn't know you could zoom in. Boom. Popsicle. I like his design. He looks cool. But then again, I like cryo characters, if you couldn't tell. I have heard a little bit about Chongyun and how he's said that he's never exorcised a ghost or a spirit, but he hasn't had the chance because they all run away from him because his spiritual energy is so high they get scared and run away. What's up, Chongyun?
Excuse me. Have you perchance seen any evil spirits?
No, I have not.
Oh, my apologies. You're not from around here, are you? This question must sound a little confusing to you. I'm Chong Yu, a
I think what I'm
local
gonna do is
exorcist
I'm gonna
from
keep
Liyue.
the... I'm gonna
Those
try not to
versed in
talk over
arts of
Chongyun, but I am
exorcism
right
refer
now.
to all forms of
I'm
demons
going
and
to keep
monsters
the
as
mouse
evil
cursor, I'm
spirits.
gonna try to anyway. Keep it off the screen, and advance the text, just using, like, the keyboard.
Evil spirits have existed
Excuse
since
me.
ancient times. They lurk among the shadows in the lands of Liyue, stirring up all sorts of trouble and mischief.
Nice, noise suppression didn't catch that. Or, noise suppression did catch that.
It is my duty to exorcise or destroy them, and protect the citizens here from their evil doings.
Should I? No. First run, we're just gonna go through things normally. I'm just gonna choose whatever, and then subsequent runs, I'm gonna be following a guide to like maximize all the stuff. That's an admirable
It's
job.
work that must be done, much like any other job. That's all. Sorry, I digress. Judging from your response, it seems you aren't well versed in the realm of evil spirits. But that's understandable. If I may ask, have you happened to come across anything strange recently?
Yeah, I didn't get any Sara constellations, even though she's a 4-star. But I was managed to get, C1 on Raiden within like 10 pulls, so...
Sometimes even the most trivial matters prove helpful in my hunt for evil spirits.
Yeah, but I figured that's not what you're talking about, Chongyun, so nothing in particular.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough. In that case, I guess I'll just have to try my luck with the clues I already have.
What clues do you have now?
Only some scattered reports, really. Nothing too significant yet.
Or should I keep it in the bottom here?
But if you're interested, I can tell you about some of the more useful ones I've gathered so far.
I think I'm gonna keep it here, because I think it's weird if it just keeps coming in from off-screen.
I read a flyer that said, "The test of courage is now being held on Wuwang Hill. Bring your best friend and test your courage together."
Suspension bridge effect.
Then, recently, the sounds of footsteps and shouting have been heard outside people's windows at night. The noises have frightened the children, and they are unable to sleep.
Maybe the Millilith are chasing criminals. You never know.
And a huge shadow has appeared in Guili Plains. It flies and swirls, summons down fireballs, and makes all sorts of strange noises.
Ruin? What are those called? Those sentinels? They're not graders.
Cases such as these might actually be worth our attention.
Oh, a ruin hunter. Let's go with this one, because this is what I thought
I
of.
think something strange must have happened at the test of courage. I guess this so-called test is supposed to be like a test of metal. Its purpose must be to try the will and power of exorcists. Do you think I'm not deciphering these clues correctly?
Maybe. Let's go with this one.
So you don't think any of these clues are related to evil spirits?
No, unfortunately I don't.
Sorry. Please give me a moment to calm myself. No, it's fine. I've been this way since I was young.
Oh, is it health related? What kind of response is this?
No, not at all. I guess you could say that I just tend to be... unstable. You know, emotionally. It causes me to become very uncomfortable at times.
What a line. Also, excuse me. What? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Why am I getting an error response? Sorry, I'm trying to check the checking NVIDIA because maybe I need to restart because it says that I'm gonna tab back in.
This tendency of getting stirred up easily is what people call a pure yang spirit.
Okay. You know what? I'm just not gonna bother with it right now. Apparently Genshin is no longer a supported game according to NVIDIA. That's not right.
Yes, well, such a constitution is very rare. But it's a potent weapon for an exorcist. My constitution alone is capable of scaring off evil spirits. But I must constantly focus on my emotions. Otherwise, I may easily do something out of control. Anyway, I carefully selected these clues from an ocean of information. I can't believe they're all completely irrelevant.
RIP.
Oh no. I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable. There's heat growing in my chest. I can't breathe.
Shall I try rubbing your vision on your forehead? What? How about some water?
No, I'll be alright. I brought some popsicles with me for just such situations.
Nice. Popsicle ASMR.
I feel much better now.
It looks tasty.
Actually, they're quite tasteless. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stomach them.
Oh, you not like sweet things, Chongyun?
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine now. But what should I do next if all these clues are irrelevant?
Actually, it seems someone's been watching us this entire time.
Yes, I've noticed him too. It's no coincidence that we both noticed it. I'm sure he's watching us. But it doesn't seem he has any intentions other than looking at us. Perhaps there's something he wishes to tell us.
Maybe he's just shy.
Possible. Let's go and ask him.
I guess we asking him. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? This is horrible for Eula. I'm gonna bust out my own Chongyun. We're gonna double Chongyun. Look at this. These had to be made with like the Liyue picture characters in mind, right? Like they just match so well. Hey, it's me, Chongyun 2.
Huh? Sorry, I'll leave now.
No, it's okay.
No, please, relax. There's no need to worry. We're not here for trouble. We couldn't help but notice you
I think it'd be
standing here
really
for a
funny if
while
it didn't
and thought that you might have
superimpose
something on your
Traveler and it
mind.
just brought in whatever character you had. It'd be really fun to see two Chongyuns.
No, there's nothing on my mind. I just thought the thing you were eating looked tasty.
Time to go into the popsicle business, Chongyun. Forget about hunting down evil spirits. You can become an entrepreneur.
My sister just loves food. She's always super happy whenever we get some tasty snacks. I'm her big brother, and I should take care of her, but Mom says we're too poor and she never lets me buy any snacks.
Oh, you mean one of my popsicles? I'm afraid you wouldn't find them very tasty, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. My sister's never had anything like that before. I know she'd be happy to try one. Come to think of it, I've never had one either.
I see. That might be difficult.
Are they made using your vision?
Well, I only have
Oh.
2 popsicles left. These popsicles are very important to me, and I might need them if we encounter an evil spirit. Without them, I might not be able to control my constitution.
Let me go with this one.
Oh, you're right. I'll just have to make do without my popsicles then.
I have a feeling this would lead us to like a very specific scenario. So,
Here,
that's
my
why I
young
chose
friend.
it.
You can have my last 2 popsicles. You and your sister can each have one.
Really? Wow! Thanks a lot!
Plus, Chongyun seems like a nice guy.
Just wait till my sister tries this. I haven't seen her smile in a long time. Whoa! It's already starting to melt. Excuse me. I better hurry back to
She who
Jinhurang
rock?
now.
I never expected that something I used to suppress my yang energy would be so appealing to kids. But I wonder how I'll manage without any popsicles.
Are they difficult to make?
I usually get my popsicles from One Min Restaurant on special order. The ingredients are not complicated, but the restaurant is always bustling with business, and Chef Mao is usually too busy to take my order.
Have you tried making them yourself? That could be an option.
Now that I've used all my supply, I'll have to trouble him to make more. Oh, no need. I'm sure I can manage it on my own.
No, this one.
No, please don't feel at fault. I think you made the right choice.
I mean, I'm coming anyway, Chongyun. You're
But
not
if you're
gonna
offering
stop
to
me.
come along, then I won't refuse. All right. Please follow me to One Min Restaurant.
Nice. Or, you know, I could bust out Zhangling and we could see what she does. I think that'd be really funny. Zhangling making popsicles. What a cool character he is. I just don't use him because I don't have a need for him in my comps. But I could definitely see, mainly just because, what, a freeze comp maybe? A melt comp? I just don't have characters that could use his abilities, but he's cool. Carried me hard in Oceanid because,
Swift and merciful.
boom, ice field. Now everything's an ice attack. Nice. How many constellations do I have on him? Only 2? But it's... what are these ones? 1 energy... 15 more damage. Interesting. But these are the 2 cool ones in my opinion. The shortened cooldown and the ice blades at the end. Hey Chongyun.
Oh, this is bad. Chef Mao is not at the restaurant right now, and neither is Xiangling.
I mean... that's because she's in the national team right now.
We'll have to wait until he returns. What do we do about the evil spirits?
I mean, I'm a bit of a chef myself.
Oh, are you a good cook? Then I'll
this
leave
one.
it to you. Thanks for your help.
What ingredients we should use? Yeah, you use anything special? I understand, like, how you would make a popsicle, but is there anything specific you put in?
I'm afraid all I know is that it requires water. But to imbue the effect that suppresses my yang energy, perhaps something special is required. Like different plants, fruits, or herbs, for example.
Interesting.
Do you have any experience with such things?
Let's see. He said tasteless. Let's go with these ones.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Also, it's a popsicle, and the options were fruit and chilies, so...
Coming up with the right ingredients off the top of your head like that? You most certainly are an experienced adventurer.
Nope, deductive reasoning, Chongyun. Nice. Do I actually have to look for them, or can I just talk to him and
Have you
give it to him?
procured all the ingredients?
And we're back. Except, Stream Manager hates it when this happens, so I'm gonna have to reload. Same time again. So that's good and bad. But yes, I do already have them. Let's get these. There we go.
Are they finished? Oh, they look exactly like the ones Chef Mao makes for me.
I wonder how we froze the water. I guess using the mist flowers.
Let me try one. Yes. Good. This is the right feeling. I can sense the energy calming down within me.
These should help you keep control.
Thank you, Traveler. Now I have lots of popsicles.
Please
Your
give us a
skills are
popsicle
amazing.
recipe. Or do we already have one? I'll have
If
to
I'd
check.
known you possessed such skills, we could have made more for that kid and his family.
Yeah, I mean also it's mainly composed of water, it's basically just ice. So,
Right. But he mentioned his family is not well off. I'd still like to help them if I can. Exorcism is my means of helping the people of Liyue live more peaceful and happy lives.
yeah, exercise that hunger out of here.
If that kid really needs my help, then helping him would be just different means to the same end.
I'll tag along.
Alright. I remember the kid mentioned that he was headed for Chehu Rock. Let's go find him.
You got it. Can we teleport there, or... Oh, no. Not that far away.
Where did you get these? I didn't give you any Mora.
You took them from strangers. Don't take food from strangers, kids.
You didn't steal them, did you?
No, he's a very nice kid.
No, I didn't steal them. I talked to a nice person and they just gave them to me.
So you've been asking for food on the street? I've already told you, such behavior makes you look uneducated. How could you ask a stranger for food? Is that any different from being a beggar?
But I didn't ask them for it. They asked me if I wanted some.
That's it. No more lies. Just be honest about your mistake.
Excuse me. He got those popsicles from me. He never asked us. We just gave them to him.
Yeah, this is the nice person I was telling you about.
What? Who are you?
My name is Chung Yoon. As you could probably tell from my attire, I'm an exorcist. Your son really seemed interested in popsicles, so we thought we'd make a batch for you. That's why we're paying you a visit.
Yeah, we're not bad slimes. Let's go with this one.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I seem to have misunderstood him.
Classic.
I'm sorry, DeLong. It was wrong for Mommy to blame you.
It's okay, Mommy. So, am I allowed to talk to the nice popsicle man now?
Sure. But please keep an eye on your sister. Mommy will be back after some errands, okay?
Don't worry, I'll look after her. Bye, Mommy. Thanks. If it wasn't for you, I would have been in big trouble again.
Thank you for the popsicle. It was so cool and delicious.
Let's go with this one. This one sounds nicer.
Wow! Look at all the popsicles. Thanks.
Go with this one.
Okay, I got it. Thanks, you guys. You're like heroes.
Heroes?
Yeah, I've been telling a story to my sister recently, and she admires the story's heroes very much. They're chivalrous, just, and they help the weak fight against evil.
And the heroes always have a good partner. One hero can beat up two bad guys, but with a good partner, they can defeat even more. You two must be very good partners.
Yes, we are good partners, aren't we? We're people who met very recently.
Well...
Which one? Let's go with this one.
Yay, I knew it! You two must get along well together.
Don't crush their dreams, Chongyun.
We're gonna go play right now. Oh, would you come and play with us?
Don't be so childish. I'm sure heroes like them have important things to do.
Huh? You mean you can't play?
I mean, playing is very important. And I wonder if there's a branch there. I can check in the
Huh?
map afterwards. But
Well,
that seems like a branch question. Come on, Chongyun.
Sorry, could I have a word with you, traveler?
Sure. We're
They look so
helping.
excited to play with us, but I'm sure they'll be disappointed if we refuse.
Let's get this on.
Sure, that's fine, but... No, it's nothing. I'm just a little bit worried.
Worried about what?
I spend most of my time purging evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. And besides my training, I also need to constantly focus deeply on my own emotions to avoid losing control. So, what I mean is that I seldom have time for anything that others would consider fun. I don't even know the first thing about playing with kids. They think we're heroes, so they must be very excited to play with us. But I'm afraid they'll just find me boring.
Let's go with this one.
Ah, great. That's reassuring.
And you know, we played with Tusir like all this time. We can handle this.
Alright,
They're not nearly as
let's
wild
give
as
it a
him.
try. But I'll need your help if I don't know what to
And we
do.
don't have to cover for Child being a Fatui Harbinger, so this should be significantly easier.
Hey, they're back! So can we go play now?
Yeah. I'll try.
Yay! No need to be nervous. We're gonna have a blast. Oh, I know. Let's play hide and seek. You'll be the ghost, but, don't peek until you count to 50.
Well, I guess you gotta exercise yourself, Chongyun.
Who? Me?
I'll be the ghost first.
Okay, we'll go hide now. You'll have to find all three of us if you want to win.
You'll never be able to find me.
You mean, we just hide anywhere we want?
As long as it's not the spirit realm.
Of course, silly. That's the most fun part of the game. But don't follow me. There's only room for one person in my secret hiding spot.
Alright. But I still don't really know what to do.
Just use your
You're
imagination.
right. I'll give it a try.
Yay! Let's go hide. No peeking now.
After counting to 50. Nice, we didn't actually have to count to 50. Alright. So this is a time where I'd like to put Chongyun in the... Or not Chongyun, have Traveler in the party. Oh, I didn't see the yellow border. It's gonna be very funny, Chongyun looking for Chongyun. Well, there she is.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
But I'm gonna look around for some other people first.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Oh, I've left the area. It's a very small area, which is nice. Ah, that's a good one. Well, I think I'm gonna get him, and then I'm gonna see. Yeah, and then I'll see. I'll find Chongyun last.
Ah, you found me.
Yep.
I can't believe I lost. I didn't expect you to be so good at this.
Kid Kujirai taught me well. Now we're looking for Chongyun. Not down here, is he? That'd be wild. Oh, he was. Hello, Chongyun. Let's get her.
Huh? You found me? How did you know to look for me here?
I went clockwise.
Hey, you didn't peek, did you?
Alright. Honestly, this is a pretty good hiding spot. I wouldn't even really think of, like, down here. And he's so close to the edge that I just glided off. But,
I never expected you to find me so easily.
let's do this
I
one.
thought that this would be the perfect spot. In fact, I'm well versed in the methods of locating evil spirits, and I have lots of experience tracking down their hiding spots.
Interesting.
This spot is dusty and a bit gloomy, which gives off an unsettling energy. Evil spirits usually prefer such places.
Go with this one.
I guess I was so nervous that I neglected the most important thing. Since I've been found, I guess I must admit my defeat. It's a simple game, yet quite intriguing once you begin to play. Sure, we can invite more friends to join us. Let's go.
Oh,
Mommy's still not back yet. I'm starving. Do you two know how to cook at all?
very well.
Don't be so selfish. They played with us for a long time already.
Well, if we played for so long, then a little longer won't hurt.
No, it's alright. But I'm not too picky about the taste of food, as long as it doesn't make me feel unwell.
Unwell? Are you sick? Mommy says you should always take care of yourself.
No, it's not so serious. I just need to be careful about what I eat.
He's lactose intolerant.
For example, noodles with mountain delicacies. The dish tastes great, but I can't eat anything warm. So I came up with my own variation called cold noodles with mountain delicacies.
So, you cook the noodles and then you just let them cool off?
Oh, cold noodles? That sounds nice and cool. I want to try.
Well, I don't think they taste quite as good as when they're served warm.
No way! I'm sure it's just as good as the popsicles, or even better.
Well...
Let's go with this one.
Alright. We can use the kitchen here. I'll prepare the noodles once all the ingredients are ready.
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
So I guess we
Are all
have
the
the
ingredients ready?
ingredients.
So, how does it taste?
Let's go with this one.
That's a relief. I'm glad you like it. Let's serve the dish to the kids. I hope they'll like it.
Wow, it tastes amazing. I've never had anything like this before.
You're not only a hero, but also a chef? What a surprise!
He's a hero chef.
Is there more? I want seconds.
Me too!
Whoa, slow down there. There's plenty more.
Ugh, I'm so full. You're so amazing.
Now that we're done, let's play more games!
More games? This is completely unexpected for me. I was sure that everyone would just think I'm boring.
No way! You're so much fun! And if you weren't so icy all the time, you'd be even more fun! Come on, let's go! I want to play something else!
Nice. That's one down. That's in here, isn't it? What do we get? Cold noodles with mountain delicacies. See? The alerts do work. The host thing went through. Even though I'm still not sure exactly how this is happening. Let's check the flowchart here. A cooling mix. Popsicle emergency. Interesting. So there's 2 splits here. And then I'm sure this one is if I don't say that his clues are wrong. And then this one I'm sure is only giving 1 popsicle. So let's start here. Because then, I mean, it's the furthest along. And then we can do full routes. Because it's already, we've just done this one thing,
This
so
is
let's do
bad.
that.
Chef Mao is not at the restaurant right now, and neither is Xiangling. We'll have to wait until he returns.
Oh,
What
you
do we
know,
do
I
about
bet,
the evil
I bet,
spirits? Oh, are you a good cook? Then I'll
I
leave it
bet
to you.
it's choosing different ingredients.
Like different plan. Do you have any experience?
Let's go, actually we'll say that one. Let's go with the fruit ones.
Those do sound refreshing, but the popsicles aren't sweet. But in case you know something I don't,
Because he said
I'll
he
trust
didn't
your
like sweet
judgment.
things. Now,
have you
give him
procured all the...
those, yes. I have plenty of Valberries. Do I not have any Sunsetias? Oh, they're just in a different... I was gonna say, there's no way I don't have Sunsetias. Nice.
Are they finished? Ah, these look even tastier than my original popsicles. Let me try one. Yes. It tastes fruity and sweet. It's delicious. But I'm afraid it's not as effective at suppressing my yang energy as Chef Mao's popsicles.
I thought just any popsicles would
Sadly
do.
not.
No, I didn't.
But in any case, these should be good enough for
I
now.
wonder, these are gonna be sweeter, so if we give more to the kid...
These popsicles really are delicious.
Yeah.
I bet that kid we met earlier would be right. But exorcism
Yep.
is my need. If that kid really needs my
He
help,
just wants to help
alright.
people, this helps people, nice. Alright. Now we're gonna go through this all again.
Where did you get these? You didn't steal.
No, I
No,
didn't.
So
you
you've
didn't
been
steal them.
How could you ask?
But I.
Just skip
That's
through all
it.
this.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is.
What?
My name is Chung Yoon. As you could probably
We're
tell
not
from...
bad guys.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm sorry, DeLong.
It's okay, Mommy.
Sure.
Don't worry. I'll look.
Okay, now that we got through that.
Thanks. If it wasn't for you, I would have been in.
Thank you for
I'm
the
gonna see...
popsicle. It was so
We
cool.
made some more.
Wow. Look at all
I don't
the
know if I want to
popsicles.
choose the...
Thanks.
Excuse me. I don't know if I want to choose the same option.
Okay, I got it. Thanks, you guys. You're like heroes.
Heroes?
Heroes, Chongyun.
Yeah, I've been telling a story to my sister recently, and she admires the story's heroes very much. They're chivalrous, just, and they help the weak fight against evil.
And the heroes always have a good partner. One hero can beat up 2 bad guys, but with a good partner, they can defeat even more. You two must be very good partners.
Well,
I assume this is all gonna branch into the same one, so I'm gonna do this one this time.
It sure doesn't seem that way. I bet you two will have a bright future together. We're gonna go play right now. Oh, would you come and play with us?
Don't be so childish.
Huh?
Oh, I guess it didn't do
You mean
anything.
you can't...
huh? Oh,
I thought
sorry.
that was
Could I
gonna
have
get
a
us
word
out
with
of
you?
this.
They look so
Um,
excited to play with us, but I'm sure they'll be disappointed.
Maybe I can change something
Sure,
here.
That's no.
He's gonna say
it's
he's not good
I
at
spend
playing.
most of my time, and besides, so they think we're heroes, so they must be very excited to play with us. But I'm afraid they'll.
Do
I
this one.
see. But all right. But I'll need your help if I.
Hey, they're back!
Yeah.
We play hide and seek.
Me?
Let me do this
Huh?
one.
I don't know.
You
Okay,
mean we just?
okay, so that didn't change anything either.
All right. But I still don't really know what to do.
Let's do this.
You're right.
Yay!
See where this gets us after we finish. We gotta look for the 3 hidden people. So you're right here. I wonder if the order matters as well. I don't think it does.
I can't believe.
Then we want to go down here. Hello, Chongyun.
I never expected you to find me so easily.
Let's do this
I
one.
thought that this would be the In fact, I'm well versed in the method. This
Okay,
spot
this
is
didn't change
dusty and a
either.
bit gloomy, which gives. Yeah. Since I've been found, it's a
Okay,
simple
that didn't
game,
change.
yet quite intriguing once you begin. Right. Let's go.
He took that a lot better than I thought he would. Although I guess it's hard to tell how you're gonna say it through text. Let's get this one down. Oh, look at that. Oh, this does change.
Aw, the popsicle man's a ghost now too. How did you know to look for me here? You didn't peek, did you?
It's a little
Did
different.
the popsicle man tell you where to find me?
I wonder if I'm supposed to find Chongyun first. I'm gonna do that after. Oh. I'm gonna do that afterwards.
Mommy's still not back yet. I'm starving. Do you two know how?
Don't be so self.
Well,
Now we gotta
No,
cook. We're
it's
gonna
all-
make
Oh,
cold
No,
spaghetti
it's not.
pretty
For
much.
example,
oh,
well, I.
no way.
Well.
Alright, Chongyun. We're doing this.
Real tiger fish.
Oh, I see that. Something. I see what's getting caught.
Are all the ingredients?
They are. Luckily, I have plenty of these, so I can keep redoing this hangout.
So, how does it taste?
Should open a restaurant.
Let's serve the. I hope they'll.
I don't think this is gonna
Wow.
change anything either.
Is there more?
Me too.
Whoa!
I don't think this changed
so
anything.
Now that we're done,
More games? This is completely unexpected.
no way. Come on, let's go.
This is all the same as well. And okay, so we got the same result that time. Same ending. What did that change? Yeah, it all cycles into here. Let's do the chili one. It might all cycle into the same thing, and if so, I'll just skip through it all. But I'll have Chongyun. I'll find Chongyun first.
This is. We'll have to wait
do
until he
this.
returns. Oh, are you a good cook? Then I'll leave it to you. Like different. Do you have any
Chilies.
but.
Chilies and slime.
Have you procured?
Chilies and slime. Just like Zhangling taught us.
Is it finished? Let me try one. Okay. Here it goes.
Is it spicy?
It's so spicy. My throat is on fire.
Spicy popsicle. Never thought I'd see the day.
No, no. This is not good.
I had a feeling, is this gonna lead to a separate? Yeah. The red hot chili peppers. Nice. That's a good achievement name. That's a good name. That's oh, red hot chili pot. Yeah, I like this one. And I guess there are probably hidden achievements for the rest of them too.
Heartbeat.
That was a good one. Cool. So that closes out that. This one, if we continue on the popsicle
Evil be
thing,
erased.
is
Mind be purged.
going to be
World be... I always forget that last part.
only giving one popsicle.
Huh? Sorry.
No, please.
No, there's nothing. My sister. I'm her
Oh, you mean...
Oh, it doesn't.
I see.
Gonna ask, can you tell us about her little
Well,
sister
these
that likes
popsicles-
sweets? Give him one.
Just give him one? You see, my young friend,
That's okay. I don't need. Whoa! It's our.
I never expected...
Interesting.
Anyway, earlier it seemed like you could easily discern
Oh, yeah.
which clues were most I still have numerous clues from my friend which I haven't sorted through yet. With my limited experience, it's hard to tell whether they're reliable leads. If you'd be willing, could you please come and take a look with me?
Now we're back on ghost hunting. Nice.
Alright, let's go to Wanwen Bookhouse. Please, follow me.
What are you looking at? That was such a good, like, look at him. Walks all the way over. Where are we going? Wanwen Bookhouse. Okay. Don't worry, Chongyun, you can bunny hop better than Eula and Raiden. Not quite as well as Saluk, though. Look at that. Look how quickly we got over here. Actually, where are we going? I probably should have just teleported over. This is more fun. No running, shouting, folly, noise making, yeah. Gotta talk to Chongyun now.
This is a note that I received from a friend. It has many clues about evil spirits on it. If we check the books here at Wanwen Bookhouse according to the respective clues on the note, we'll be able to find the complete details of each clue. Since you're
Excuse
here
me.
to help, I'll just read the clues to you, and you can help me judge if they're credible or not based on your experience.
Leave it to me.
Alright, here are the first clues. At the foot of Mount Chingsa is a violet grass that has turned into a gigantic, man-eating monster. Also, there's a ghostly shadow skulking about Feiyun Slope at night. It's suspected to be a vengeful spirit. And finally, lurking in Liyue Harbor is a massive demon that was transformed from a popsicle.
Is that last one talking about Chongyun?
Huh. I've never encountered any such things before. Anyway, could you pick the one that seems most plausible and likely to be the work of evil spirits?
I assume if I've got the map right, isn't this supposed to be a Regispawn? Let's do this one for fun.
Popsicles can't turn into demons. Besides, I always keep a close eye on my stock of popsicles.
Oh, did that take away? Oh well.
Deep in the Sea of Clouds, a marauding demon has been raiding commercial fishing boats and building a luxurious palace. Or, in Jueyun Karst, there's a piece of 1,000-year-old amber that has gained consciousness and now roams about causing trouble. And lastly, it's said that people often see a demon who loves eating chilies in Wanmin Restaurant.
I mean, this is like Jingling, right? And I feel like these are both Adepti.
Joyun Karst is the territory of the Adepti. If
No.
there were... Okay.
We're
Here
bombing.
A strange man
Oh,
wearing
no.
a mask and wielding a pole was once seen in the distance around Guili Plains. There's something eerie about his presence. Or, someone saw an exorcist with blue hair who was actually a transformed demon. Wait, what?
My thoughts exactly, Chongyun.
And finally, there is a vigilant demon adept at concealing itself in mist. Recently, people have found traces of it in Mingyun Village, Guili Plains, and Yaoguang Shoal. Now that you mention it, I may have heard of this one. I've been trying to track it, but the spirit's so cautious
Well,
that I
I'm glad
don't
that
think we'll
one
ever
is
have a
right.
chance of catching it unless it decides to show itself. It appears most of these clues are either not reliable or nearly impossible to investigate. It seems like there is little here that we can actually use.
So who gave you
Oh,
these clues?
many of these are from my friend, Singcho. He's
That's
well-read
what I
and
thought.
very knowledgeable. Not to mention, he's always willing to extend a helping hand. He always provides me with lots of reliable information. If it weren't for my pure Yang spirit, I would have already vanquished numerous demons because of him. I'm sure of it.
Isn't it also part of their, like, character backstory that Jingchu just likes to prank Chongyun?
I should find a chance to thank him personally. Do you mean that I shouldn't trouble him anymore?
No, not exactly.
Sorry, I digress. I've found another snippet of information here. There aren't many details, but it clearly mentions Wuwang Hill. If we include the test of courage rumor from before, there are already 2 clues pointing there. I've also noticed that the weather in Wuwang Hill has been very abnormal recently. Let's go and have a look. We might just find something useful.
Hopefully.
All right, let's head
And
out
please
and
don't
see
give
what we
me
can
any
find.
more decisions, Chongyun. Yeah, we'll go from here. It's a bit farther away, so I don't think going down from the domain is going to be any faster. See? Oh, I need to change this. Why are you using... Too bad I can't spin him around while doing this. He's got the dark blue, so I think these are gonna fit better. Can't wait until I get the, Actually, I don't think the frost wings are gonna look as good as him as they do on Eula.
This place seems quite ordinary. So ordinary that I don't even feel that it's worth investigating.
Same.
Wuwang Hill's unusual weather and peculiar surroundings are a source of constant rumors, most of which are untraceable and can never be proven. So, I suppose this could only be expected.
Wow.
I guess so. Like I mentioned
Yeah.
before, my yang energy tends to just scare away evil spirits. You may think it's beneficial for me to have such a condition, and therefore there's no real need for me to practice thaumaturgy. But if I renounced my practice of thaumaturgy, and one day met an evil spirit that didn't fear my yang energy, then I may not be able to exercise it. If I merely spend my time training without actually putting it into practice, then how would I ever know the fruits of my labor or what skills I needed to improve? But to this very day, despite the many exorcisms I have performed, I have yet to see a single demon, not to mention one that I needed to defeat using thaumaturgy. Sorry, I shouldn't rant like that. I'm fine. I've gotten used to such feelings. Since we're already here, let's go check the 2 locations mentioned in the clue.
How much farther are we going up? Just up to this mage, or... Oh no, that's completely unrelated. You know what, Changyan? Why don't you... Oh, did she teleport away? Of course she did.
Eye for an eye.
What artifacts do I have on him? I think I have some, like the 2 pieces of Blizzard Strayer I have. Right? Yeah, the two pieces of Blizzard Strayer. And then a bunch of other random stuff.
Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits.
Let's get up here. Hey, actual evil spirits?
What's this? I know this mist. It was left by some kind of evil spirit. It's very thick and never disperses. The evil spirit may have been here recently. Yes, it was not all in vain. But we mustn't act rashly. If this mist remains here, it can easily contaminate the area. Once it contaminates monsters such as hilichurls, it could even make them more aggressive and dangerous to anyone nearby. Or if it happens to contaminate any adventurers passing by, the consequences would be unimaginable.
Your time to shine, Exorcist.
My pleasure. Let's inspect the surrounding area to see if there's any more mist like this. Once we've cleaned up this mess, we'll continue forward. Remember, there might be danger ahead. We should be prepared for a fight. It's second nature to me. Exorcism is a solemn and serious matter. It's on me if you or anyone else gets hurt due to my negligence. There's no time to lose. Let's go. It appears there are evil spirits here, and not the weak variety. Let's keep going.
Ah, this kind of variety.
There is no escape. Beg for mercy. Shudder. More speed.
Come on, see, is the Sealy stuck? Oh, I see. I think I see. I guess we're gonna get Yanfei in here.
Ready for trial.
I can run around as Yanfei. I don't think this is where we're going, but the Sealy is here, so I'll follow it.
remarkable condition.
Right nearby. Oh, I thought...
suspected that there
Yep.
would be hilly chills here. Let's deal with them all.
Overload
Mustn't let
time.
a single one escape.
Hello. Oh, is that all of them? Did you? Nice. Hello, Kiru tanks. Is that hilly trail still? Is it still alive? It is. Oh, one of these is gonna hit. Boom. There we go. I was surprised. Oh, I was surprised that
These tracks
It's
are still
still-
fresh. It seems the evil spirit is on the move. The path ends here as well as the tracks. It'll be difficult to follow it any further.
I didn't think your pure Yang spirit could be so powerful. I mean, I have
It
no
must have
basis for
sensed
any
me
of
as a
that.
threat from a long way off. That's why it ran with such haste. It seems that this is still not the kind of spirit that can overcome my abundant Yang energy and fight me head on. Don't worry. I'll continue tracking it for a few days. It won't dare show its face around here again. Yes. Defeating it once and for all would certainly make all this worth our efforts. Why do you seem so disappointed? No, quite the contrary. Not only did we clean up the traces of the evil spirit, but we also took care of those monsters. We've done our jobs as exorcists. My only regret is that I didn't get to drive it away using my thaumaturgy. But I'm already prepared to spend my life chasing this goal, so I do not regret such disappointments. Of course, I'd never wish for you to be in low spirits on my account. Actually, I also wanted to thank you for not leaving me, even if we'd ended
Oops.
up running into an incredibly strong demon, I would have felt much safer with an experienced adventurer like you by my side. Well, I appreciate it. Oh, it seems the weather is starting to clear up over there. Let's go have a look. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about after all. Even though I didn't come face to face with that evil spirit, at least I met you. Oh, no, that came out wrong. What I'm trying to say is, we shouldn't focus only on the gains and losses of our journey. The things you see and the events you encounter along the way are equally important rewards.
Nice. So that was a separate branch. That makes sense, though. So where was that? And that didn't have any splits. Okay, so the only thing was I could have failed it on the questions that he was asking. So now the only thing to do is tell him
I'll remind you again. The law can be
that
both
we
a
should
help
investigate
and a
those clues he
hindrance.
gave us. Let's teleport in here. You know, now that I'm using Severed Fate on Zhang Ling, I could be swapping my Crimson Witch onto Yan Fei and Diluc. But who knows?
Excuse me, have you perchance seen any evil spirits?
Evil spirits, we've seen all
I'm
this
Chong,
before.
an
He's
evil
Chong
spirit.
Yun.
It is
He's an
my duty
exorcist.
to exorcise or destroy them, and protect the citizens here from their evil doings.
Let's do
It's
this.
work that must be. Sorry, judging from your sometimes even the most trivial. Oh,
He's gonna
in that
ask
case,
us, he's
I
gonna
guess I'll
tell us some of the
Homeless,
clues.
But if you're in, I read a flyer that then and cases such as these might actually be worth our attention. Unless there was a problem. Do you think I'm?
Let's do this one.
I think the clue about the test of courage is the most relevant one I have so far. If strange things have been happening at the event, then evil spirits may well be the cause. But there's an unusual requirement for this event. You must be a team of 2 people in order to participate.
Suspension bridge.
Huh? Strengthen the relationship? Oh, sorry. I don't really get it. Anyway, if you have the time, would you join me for this event?
Sure.
You seem to have a good eye for discerning these clues.
Sorry,
Your
I'm not
adventuring
interested.
experience, I'm sure we'll track down those evil spirits in no time.
Let's do this one. We'll do this one afterwards.
Thank you. I was starting to worry that I wouldn't be able to find a partner. We should make haste. If there are evil spirits at the event, then things could get dangerous.
So we're going to Wu Wang Hill now. Isn't this the Crimson Witch? Is this the Crimson Witch domain? It is. That poor place I spent trying to get stuff for Zhangling and Yanfei only to get Lava Walker instead. Although I hear you can do some funny GIMP stuff with Lava Walker against the Pyro Hypostacy, because it's always got Pyro. Same thing with what is it, Thunder Soother? Let's stand on this side. Let's stand on the right side of the
Please be careful,
desk.
everyone. Pay close attention to your surroundings and stay vigilant once you enter. And most importantly, don't get separated from your partner and wander off on your own. You'll most certainly be in for a scare if you go alone.
Did you hear that? He's warning the event participants. Maybe something strange really did happen here. Let's investigate.
Welcome to the test of courage. You two must be very close friends.
Yeah, how could you tell?
Actually, we just met.
No problem at all. Don't be shy. Just enjoy yourselves. But please drink this before you enter the test of courage.
Is it mustard seeds mixed with mayonnaise?
This drink will boost the yang energy inside your body and lift your courage.
Oh, just what Chang'an needs.
Not only that, but this drink will also allow you to see things which are usually hidden from the naked eye. Pretty exciting, huh?
Yang energy?
That's right. Ghosts are said to be full of yin energy, so more yang energy will surely deter them.
I've never heard of such a drink. Is it a secret recipe? Or maybe some kind of potion? Surely not. He keeps emphasizing that there are frightening things inside. I'm almost certain it's some powerful evil spirit. But if this drink really does boost yang energy, then it's potentially dangerous for me.
Oh right, we never got into this on this side.
You see, I have a very rare constitution called a pure yang spirit. Such a constitution allows me to scare away evil spirits, but it also makes me prone to emotional impulses. I am constantly focusing to keep my mind and body in a normal state, which usually works until I suffer from some external stress.
Come now, what's with that serious expression on your face, lad? You aren't worried about the drink, are you? It's delicious and quite effective, if I do say so myself. There's nothing to worry about.
Just take it.
Or if
It'll
you're
be
still
fine.
unsure, perhaps only one of you could take the drink. The person who takes the drink can protect the one who doesn't. It'll be exciting either way.
It's hard to refuse when you put it that way.
Oh, I guess this is a split. I'll take it.
All right, here it is. Please drink it slowly. Haha! Yes, that's it. You did great. You two may enter now.
I guess we gotta go up here now. I'd forgotten how long these can get. They seem
So this
short,
is the test
but
of courage. There are more people here than I imagined. They could all be in grave danger if there really is an evil spirit here. We must get to the bottom of this. I'm not too sure where we should start, but I know we'll find something once we start looking. These innocent participants are completely oblivious to the potential danger here. We'll need to protect them.
you know, it actually isn't that dangerous.
What? Please, enlighten me.
Let's do this one.
You mean being scared is like entertainment to them?
You could say that.
I see. Maybe you're right. I'm certainly a stranger to entertainment after all. I mostly spend my time purging evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. Besides training, I also need to constantly focus on my own emotions to avoid losing control. So I rarely have any time for leisure activities. I'm completely unfamiliar with what others would consider entertainment. Well, either way, let's check the area for any evil spirits just in case. Where
Oops, cut him off. Where should we look? Any signs of evil? It's just like that one commission. Let's interrupt this poor couple.
This is all your fault. This place nearly scared me to death.
All right, don't lose your temper. We're leaving now, okay? To think I used to believe you were brave.
But this is different.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Did you perchance encounter an evil spirit? If so, I'm here to track it. Could you please tell me which direction it went?
Who are you? No, I didn't see anything, so don't ask. So please just leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about, and I certainly don't want anything to do with an evil spirit.
My apologies. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant. I only wish to know what the spirit looks like, and which way it went so we could track it down. If you can't describe its appearance, then at least show us the way it went.
Show you the way? No, I'm not going anywhere.
Just point in the direction.
No, we're not taking you anywhere. I am just asking you to show us.
Ugh, no, forget it.
All right, that's enough. Listen, if you keep talking like that, she might actually end up believing in that nonsense. Can't you see she's terrified enough already? You could go find whatever strange things you're looking for on your own.
My apologies. I didn't mean to frighten her. Yes, I'm just trying to hunt the evil spirit you mentioned to prevent it from hurting anyone.
Isn't it a bit strange for an exorcist to come to the test of courage looking for evil spirits? Oh, I think I get it now. But we didn't say anything about a ghost or spirit. I think you misunderstood us. I brought my girlfriend here to have some fun, but instead she got frightened by all this spooky atmosphere. Now we'll just have to go home. I'm not too sure what you're looking for, but we did see some dark shadows making strange noises.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful. Well, you heard it. It seems something unusual is going on here. But why would they ever want to come here if they get scared so easily? Interesting. I have never had any fear of evil spirits, so perhaps I'm unable to understand their feelings. It's amazing that you're able to pick up on that. Good thing I brought you as my partner. Anyway, let's keep searching the area.
Don't come over here again! Seriously, just leave me alone!
Why must you be so obstinate? Just calm down. It's not what you think.
No, don't even bother! You think I don't know what you're doing?
Stop! Not a step closer! Don't be afraid. I'll exercise it right now.
Exercise it?
Her eye looks weird. But I get it's because her hair is like covering up part of it. So it makes it look a lot darker because it's covering up. It's like covering up most of her eye except for her pupil. But still, it looks a little strange.
What? Who are you? And what are you talking about?
Wait, what? Oh, he's just a person? It seems I've made a mistake. After seeing her resist so violently, I thought for sure an evil spirit was trying to harm her.
There you go, Chongyun. Help their relationship by giving them a common enemy to gang up on.
Nah, it's not like that at all. She's just throwing a tantrum.
Excuse me? A tantrum? This is supposed to be a date, you know? And now that we're finally here, you don't want to go anywhere and you just want to hang around the entrance. What's the point in that?
Wait. 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 Wait a second. Wait a second. Is this Aaron Fitzgerald? Is it? Or is this Amanda's? Is this Amanda's? I'm trying to. The problem. I'm basing this off of. Is this Amanda Celine Miller? The problem is I'm trying to base this off Danganronpa, and they've changed the voice actors for the English version so many times. Is this Amanda? It's gotta be, right?
All right, fine. I was just about to walk in with you.
Can we get another voice line from her, please?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit scared, that's all. That's why I've been stalling. I was wrong, okay?
Chong-air, are you gonna say something?
Now that someone else is here, let's take a moment to calm down.
I think we're intruding.
I wasn't thinking clearly. It was pure
Not,
impulse.
I wonder if I can... They're gonna leave, aren't they?
I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
Oh,
Will you give
we're gonna
me
get another
chance?
voice line for her.
Fine. I know I shouldn't have yelled at you.
That's like that has to be her, right? There's no way that's not her, right? I'm checking right now. Is she credited under? Does she have any credited roles in Genshin? Is she like additional voices or anything like that? Check. Let me check. Additional voices. She's not listed. What if I do like look it up? It sounds just like her. It sounds just like her. Like, let's see. Right. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna see if I can get some voice clips of Toko, because it sounds just like her. It's crazy. Danganronpa voice files.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
That's
You're
right.
still the best, babe.
Who said you could call me babe? You're so annoying.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need? Makoto must have taken it from the kid, right? And what happened is a textbook them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation. How is
Right,
it
like this
harsh?
is.
Are you even listening?
Are they not the same
Master
person?
would never hide something from me.
So you really are on a date? But why in such a dangerous place like this?
Suspension bridge.
Perhaps we should just leave them alone.
Right? Is that not? This is gonna driving me crazy. Can I talk to her?
If not babe, then how about darling?
Don't you try to sweet talk me.
Is it? That didn't sound as much. I don't know. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna see if I can find the additional voices. I wonder, do they have an additional voices page? These are all the main characters. And of course, she's not important enough to have like a whole picture cut out. I don't see additional voices.
The case before us is a strange and
Interesting.
unprecedented one indeed.
That really sounded like her. I wonder if it is. Fortunately, there's no list anywhere. So I guess we'll never know.
These are traces left by an evil spirit. No doubt about it. The traces are quite weak, though. So there are only two possibilities. Either the spirit that left the traces is very weak, or it has already left for some time now. Either way, these possibilities prove my hunch that there's indeed an evil spirit here. No, I don't think so. There have been many rumors regarding the cause of Wuwang Hill's gloomy aura, but nothing is certain.
What about all the glowing blue flames?
Although, once it became the murky place you see now, it also began to attract more evil spirits. Anyway, these traces lead us one step closer to finding an evil spirit. Well, at least we've found some useful clues. We'll need to keep searching further in. But to avoid alerting the evil spirit, perhaps I should wait here.
You're not coming? Of course he's not coming. He's gonna scare it away.
When we were collecting clues just now, we were still unsure whether any evil spirit is actually here or not. But now that possibility seems higher, it would be wise to proceed more cautiously. Our efforts will be wasted if my yang energy scares the evil spirit away. Besides, I trust your capability and experience as an adventurer. If you come across a powerful demon, I'll get there as fast as possible. All right. Thank you.
I wonder what we're looking for. Can we climb up there? We can. Oh.
I'm beat. Finally, I can take a break. I wonder if I took things a little too far. Few people seem scared out of their minds.
He's the guy running it, obviously.
Huh? Hey, you shouldn't be here. Never mind. I assume you overheard me anyway.
Or maybe he's just like a friendly spirit who wants to spice things up.
I work here pretending to be a
Nope.
ghost, but now's my break time, so I took off my costume. I get all hot and stuffy wearing that thing. Of course, how could there be real ghosts here? No one wants to see a real ghost, neither us nor the participants. They just come here for the atmosphere, or should I say, the chance. Everyone wants the chance to feel the thrill of excitement. When people find themselves in a scary situation, they'll say things that they'd never dare to otherwise. That's what the test of courage is all about. Okay. I should get back to work now. Hope you and whoever you're here with have a fun time.
Nice. Killjoy. Sorry,
You're back.
Chongyun.
How did it go? Did you see an evil spirit?
Nope, just a staff member.
So that's what's going on here? No evil spirits? No danger? It's all just a setup? I see. So I was wrong again. In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer. Yes, that was proof of an evil spirit's presence, but we can't
I
be
feel
sure
like I
if the
just
spirit's
extended
still here.
this hangout.
Actually, I would also like to investigate that further. You're right. I'll focus my mind and spirit. Perhaps it'd be more effective for us to split up. Evil spirits will keep their distance if they sense the power of my pure Yang spirit. So you'll be more likely to find one if you're on your own. Another means to the same end. Don't worry about me. Purging it is the priority. I'll take this side, you take the other side. Let's move.
I wonder whether this, if it's gonna like possess something, or if this is gonna be like a specific. Ah, are you the spirit? And what's this resource that Yanfei wants me to pick up? Where is it? What am I looking for? Ah, probably that. Hello, ghost child.
Can you help me? That exorcist with the blue hair is so scary. Can you lead him away from here? He makes me feel so frightened. I wouldn't dare get anywhere near him. His energy, it's so horrible. It'll make me disappear. I don't want to disappear. Please, help me. Well, I have an idea. I saw the exorcist with blue hair arguing with someone over there a few minutes ago. I'll scare those troublemakers away, but you have to ask the exorcist to let me go, okay? Of course. Genshin never lies. So, what do you say?
Well, I'll try. No guarantees, though.
Okay. So, I'll take that as a yes? I hope the exorcist with blue hair is a good person. So, I'll help him, and you'll go talk to him. Hopefully then he'll leave me alone. Sound good?
Hello, Chongyun. Oh, it's the
Hey,
staff member
You've been
people.
turning the whole place upside down looking for evil spirits. Other participants are starting to complain.
Yeah, why would an exorcist show up at the test of courage and tell everyone that there are no ghosts here? You're just stirring up trouble.
Honestly, I find this whole thing quite confusing. If there really are ghosts here, then you're using them to make Mora regardless of the participants' safety. You tell me, is that ethical business practice?
He looks so calm while he's saying this.
And if there are no ghosts here, then your so-called test of courage is nothing but a big scam. Not only are you avoiding my questions, but now you accuse me of causing trouble?
I've already told you. This is what kind of event the test of courage is. It's not our problem that you're taking it so seriously. And now that you're disturbing our participants, we'll have to ask you to leave.
If anything about this made any sense at all, I would leave of my own volition. But if I leave now, I'm leaving evil spirits to their own devices.
Help!
See, that does sound like Toko, though.
Run for your life!
What's going on?
Everyone's starting to panic. Is there really a ghost?
Don't be silly. But if everyone starts running, someone could get hurt. Everyone, just calm down. No need to panic. Please move in an orderly fashion.
I see. So there's no evil spirits here, just a wandering ghost. And she scared everyone away because I was in trouble? If
Yep.
things are as you say, then she doesn't seem like a malignant spirit. Alright. As long as she promises not to harm anyone, then I'll pretend that I never knew about her. However, if she ever does harm anyone, it'll be my job as an exorcist to come and purge her, to mend my mistake. No. This is my call. I shall take full responsibility. We should go now. It doesn't seem we're particularly welcome here anyway. What's wrong? I have faith in my judgment of good and evil. But if I begin to neglect my perception of good and evil, it may lead to something I'd regret for the rest of my days. Wait, you mean you didn't think I could be fair and reasonable? Really? Do I look so obstinate? Yeah, you're right. Alright, we should leave now.
Wait, we gotta say goodbye to the ghost child. She did help you.
Okay.
So, we didn't finish all of them. Not quite. Let's see, where did that go? Interesting. So there's a split here, and then the last one here, obviously, I think this is going to be a short one, where you just have him drink it and he like goes crazy. I think that'll be another one like this. So, but that is where I think we're going to end today's stream, just because we've been going on for a while and it looks like potentially... Actually, no, never mind. We can finish these. I think we have enough time to finish these. I think we can finish this. This is one that's like right after. It's only one thing away from an ending. So we can...
discipline in its own right.
You're back.
So what do I
How did
do?
it go? No evil spirits? No danger?
Here.
In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer.
Oh, right, and then we can say, let's head back.
I'm sorry. This has all been a waste of your precious time. You're very kind. At least we checked the test of courage together and verified that the place is clear of danger.
Technically, not wrong.
But if only we had found some evil spirits, then it...
Oops. It all would have been worthwhile. What's this one called? Small Regrets. That's a cool picture, I'll save that one. And I figured this next one might be a short one too. Although, looking at the space, it could be a small one, it could just end here.
Please be careful, and most
Yep,
important...
we're
Did you
just
hear
gonna
that? Let's investigate.
skip through all
Actually, we
this.
No problem, but please,
And
this
we're gonna
drink
both
will
drink it.
not only that. That's right.
I've never heard of such a drink. But if this drink really does boost... such a constitution allows me to... I am constant...
Come now, it's delicious, or if you're still...
Yeah, let's
All
both
right,
drink it.
here it is. Please drink it slowly.
Is he gonna go Super Saiyan?
Yes, that's it. You did great.
Or are we just gonna... is this gonna
I'm
link
starting
on?
to feel something after that drink. No, I'll be fine. Let's go investigate the area.
Okay, I wonder if this is gonna play out the same, if it's gonna link into the other ones. I don't think it will. Doesn't seem like it would.
So this is the tech. They could all be engraved in. I'm not too sure where these innocent
This all looks the
participants are
same.
What? Please, enlighten me. I see. I mostly spend my... besides
Yep.
training, so I
This is
rarely
all the
have any
same.
time for leisure. Well,
We're gonna look for the signs of evil. They're gonna
This is
get
all.
upset.
Alright.
But this.
excuse me, but if so, I'm here to track it.
Who are you? No, I didn't. So please.
My apologies. If you can't describe... No, we're not
No.
Alright, that's enough. Can't you see she's
My apologies. Yes.
Isn't it a bit strange? Oh. I brought my girlfriend.
Thank you very much. Well, you heard it. But why would they ever want to come here if... Interesting. It's amazing. Anyway.
Alright. Now we gotta talk to these two again.
Don't come over here again. Seriously, just leave me alone.
Why must you be so... Just calm down.
No, don't even bother. You think I don't know what you're doing?
Stop! Don't be afraid.
Exercise.
Wait, what? Oh, after seeing her...
Nah, it's not...
Excuse me? A tantrum? This is supposed to be a date, you know.
Yeah, this is why I thought it was Amanda, because she voices Junko in Trigger Happy, and that kind of sounds... It sounds like a mix. Some of the lines sound like Toko in... Some of them sound like Toko in Ultra Despair Girls, and some of them sound like Junko in Trigger Happy.
And now that we're finally here, you don't...
All right, look, now
Yeah.
that someone else is here, let's take a moment to calm down.
See, because that part especially sounds just like
I wasn't...
I'm sorry.
Junko.
Oh,
We're just gonna skip through all this though. Strange smoke. Someone vaping?
The traces are... Either way. These possibilities... No, I don't... Although, one... Anyway. Sorry. I think the drink we had earlier stirred the yang energy inside my body. If there's too much yang energy, I'm afraid that I won't be able to control myself. Even though you were willing to accompany me this far, I don't want to cause you any further trouble. If I lose control, I fear that I'll be the one endangering everyone here, not evil spirits. We better find somewhere to rest.
See this one.
Sorry to trouble you again. The feeling... It's becoming more intense.
Do you need a Snickers?
Usually, I can manage by simply eating a popsicle. But that's only under normal circumstances.
So a no on the Snickers then.
I may need something a bit more potent in this case. Like cryo slime condensate or cryo whopper flower nectar, for example. You've collected these during your adventures, right? But I'm afraid they're no good. They're not fresh enough. Perhaps they're fine as typical ingredients, but they won't be potent enough to suppress the abundance of yang energy inside me.
I'll go with the slime. I'd rather fight
Thank
the
you.
slime.
I'll be resting here. I should be able to manage for the time being if I just focus on keeping calm.
I just don't want to fight Whopper Flowers. Cryo slimes.
There is no it. Boom! Ha! Ta! Sia! Chia! Chia! Chia!
Boom. There we go. First person?
It's dangerous to walk alone here, isn't it? You have no idea who or what you'll meet.
Hello.
You seem to be pretty calm. You know, there's a saying, you can't keep your shoes dry if you're walking along the river.
Bro, you're like the least scary thing I've encountered in this game.
You're bound to run into something in such a strange and eerie place. And what you encounter here could become a nightmare that haunts you for the rest of your life.
See? Exactly. This face right here. Oh, really? Or, sorry, I don't get it. What are you doing here? Let's do this one.
Huh? How
Oh.
are you so calm? People usually run away in terror before I can finish a sentence. Yes, I have one, but it's too hot to wear. And besides, a more sophisticated way to play a ghost is to create a creepy atmosphere that scares people psychologically.
This reminds me of something. He reminds me of somebody.
In which case, my appearance
Oh, he
becomes
reminds me of
irrelevant.
Lester from GTA.
Besides, I'll never be able to scare someone like you who doesn't believe in ghosts to begin with. Hey, that's not true. I better go find some wimps to scare now. You should go back and find your partner. He might be terrified by now.
I highly doubt that. I mean, he might be terrified, but for a different reason.
Thanks for finding these ingredients for me. I feel much better now. Although I still feel the yang energy stirring, at least I won't need to worry about it getting out of control. So, did you find any new leads?
Oh, is this gonna be the...
Does that mean all the strange things here are just a hoax?
Okay, I think this is just gonna repeat.
I'm sorry. This has all been a waste of... At least...
Huh. Oh, I think I messed that up. Let me check this first. Oh. Wait. Other options? That's interesting. But this has... well, this has been too long. So, this is where we're actually gonna end the stream. And, to do that, we're gonna get right up in Yanfei's face. Not quite as close as we can get the normal HUD, but... oh, she's not gonna idle while we do this, is she? Never mind. She's not gonna...
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one.
she's not gonna idle, so I'll just leave this here. Hopefully she, does an idle animation. Please do an idle animation, Yanfei. I beg. Please. Yeah. Boom. So, tomorrow, Kokomi should be out. So, we should be streaming. Hopefully she comes with the story quest too. Same time. Hopefully on time this time. And hopefully I can get the... whatever I guess they're called. What are they called? Lists, banners, overlays? I mean, technically they're overlays. The rolling list for all the followers, like all the overlay things. The interactive stuff. Hopefully I can get that sorted out. Hopefully that works. Luckily, it is good that the alerts work. The list not working is kind of unfortunate, but the alerts working is the important part there. And of course I can manually enter my branding and stuff like that. But hopefully, like I've said, tomorrow, 3 p.m. on time, and the overlays and whatnot work. We're going to be doing more Genshin. Kokomi, I think her quest should be... Actually, let's check the banner. 3 primos away from one more wish. Oh, speaking of... something... Actually, no, I'll do this off stream. I heard there's a thing you can do to get a couple of primo gems with the cat over at the shrine for... over on Seirai Island, so I might do that after the stream ends. And then pull one last pull. I would do that on stream, but I really don't think that's worth going through all that at this point. So yeah, tomorrow 3 p.m. hopefully things work out. We're going to be streaming Genshin. Kokomi, she's going to have some new stuff out. We're going to see how that goes. Hopefully her story quest goes pretty well. I have heard, the only thing I know about it is somebody, I think from the Chinese community, said don't get your hopes up, but it is pretty good, or something along those lines, where it's not like you might not be blown out of the water by it, but it is decent. It is pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do Kokomi's story quest, considering that largely her part in the story is kind of done. It kind of got glossed over in the main plot. We got the start, we got the ending, so I don't know what she's doing now. But that's it for today. I'll mute up and I'll roll on the intro. So see you all tomorrow.